I'm standing here. You make the move. You make the move. It's your move. I'm trying you.
Oh my God. Holy smokes. Good morning, good people. Mark Holmes here, of course, with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, as well as Joe Bear in the house. And as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Let's get open for business here and let's wake up the football gods. Program note, don't forget tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern, we'll be live and we'll be giving away one of our plaques. Shout out to all of you great fans out there that do all you do to help support the channel. And I have to say how excited I am about this offseason. The November and December for being a Dallas Cowboys YouTuber sucked. It was just awful. It was literally, you did not know what to talk about. There was literally no hope. And typically, it's this time of year that we're here, watching other teams build up the roster, get all the shiny new pieces, and we're just taking shots, taking body blow after body blow on how bad the Cowboys are and how much your organization only cares about being a marketing team, that they suck, you're terrible, you got the bad taste of a loss in the playoffs, and you have no hope. That's what they do to us. They destroy anything. And as a Dallas Cowboy YouTuber, here it is. You get Philly 500. King ding bat here. And oh my God, Howie Vision. The Eagles have just pulled off another coup, just sticking it to the Dallas Cowboys and Mark Holmes. I get that 3-4 times a week. And I never have anything good to come back at because, the Cowboys, sign, a Don Terry Poe. Or a former Eagle player, Jason Peters. The Cowboys' big move is Jason Peters. Well, he's big. He kind of can move, so I guess that is a big move. And this offseason, usually we get the draft and everybody just says, the Cowboys draft, it sucks. They didn't do anything to help themselves and so on. And then to a man, begrudgingly, they've had to say, on paper, they did pretty good in the draft. There's some players here. They took care of needs and things, But they beat us down. Here's where it's been crazy. They beat us down. They said, the Cowboys, they didn't draft a wide receiver. They didn't draft a wide receiver, man. They're stupid. What? Why didn't we draft a wide receiver? Why didn't we draft a wide receiver? They beat us down because they look for anything that they can get to beat us down. And then the Dallas Cowboys trade for a veteran that's only 24 years old that literally has 2,800 yards in his first 3 years. If we can just get his averages here, that's a major boost. Now, of course, we've been beat down because, they're saying George Pickens. We'll get to George Pickens and him tweeting back at the Steeler fans in a bit. But, I've got my daughter's graduation in a couple of hours. So, it's 5 hours long. Five hours. So I'm going to be out of the media loop for that time. But I was up and my buddy in Waynesboro, this is how crazy it is. It scared the piss out of me when I first met him. I'm driving down the road, and this guy's going the other way. All of a sudden, it's almost like a movie, and you just see this car just do a U-turn. Dust is flying, gravel is kicking up and everything else, and goes and gets behind me, and I'm like, oh shit, oh shit.
Oh shit, oh shit.
I'm like,
Oh shit, oh shit.
I'm like, uh-oh, Mike, oh shit. Somebody just did a massive U-turn. And he pulls up, Mark Holmes, man, I watch you. I'm an Eagle fan.
Oh shit, oh shit.
This is before they won the last Super Bowl. This is like 4 years or so ago. So I'm sitting on the bed there, and I pick up my phone, and he texts me, and he said, oh shit, Cowboys Eagles week 1. Cowboys Eagles week 1. Yeah. The last time the Dallas Cowboys faced the Eagles week 1 was, I believe, the 2000 season. The pickle juice game? The pickle juice game. And we got beat like 44-14. Now, since I think 2004, and I remember a lot of these because I was actually fortunate enough to be in the cities. After Katrina happened, what the NFL started doing is the next year, the Super Bowl champion, defending Super Bowl champion, would host the first game of the season. And at the time, when my wife was working for United Way, it would end up being that they did a community build. We rebuilt houses in New Orleans. You know, we went to Green Bay, and we were at a playground. We were in Seattle doing a playground. We were in New York at the Boys and Girls Club. In fact, I got pictures of me and Charles Haley where after we're testing the climbing wall for the kids and things. And that was the last time the Cowboys played a defending Super Bowl champion first game. It was the Giants after they won their last Super Bowl. And I'm going to say that game will forever be special. Hey, Chipmunk, how you doing? I got Chipmunk who always comes through here. He's checking out the Jobu Sports Report out there. It'll be special because it will be the first game that Jobu went to. The New York Giants and their fans, they laughing at me because the stupid Cowboy fan with his dolly. Look at it, you gonna cry? Yeah. That was the birth of Jobu. And dare I say that since that time, the New York Giants have had some issues. They made the playoffs one time. Jobu was in the house. In that game, it was some crazy shit that happened. It was crazy because Tony Romo did a Tony Ono through what should have been a pick six. We're in the end zone. We're in the end zone that they're running through. And somehow Tyron Smith stops him at the 2-yard line. Okay. We just delayed the inevitable. This is the banner being unfurled. This is the Giants crowd's Super Bowl party. And something miraculous happened. The Cowboys defense did not let them in. And I think that's when they had Brandon Jacobs as a running back. They held them to a field goal. The Dallas Cowboys shocked the world, beating the defending Super Bowl champions week 1 in their house. When nobody, and I mean nobody, thought they had a chance. Now, I believe they say that the record is 15-4 for the home team that's defending Super Bowl champion. Cowboys get their second opportunity at this. This is going to be interesting, to say the least. And Jerry Jones, he petitioned the NFL. He went out there. I want the Eagles week 1. I want the Eagles week 1. And is it crazy to say we want the Eagles week 1? I'm going to go ahead and say it's actually not. It's actually not. Because here's the thing. Here's what you can expect. Now, the Cowboys seemingly, when they win the first game of the season, for whatever reason, they usually don't make the playoffs. I don't know why. It doesn't make any sense, because even that season we beat the defending Super Bowl champions, we did not make the playoffs. But you have to figure the Cowboys week 1 are now going to be as healthy as they will be to start the season. You want to be healthy against the Eagles. The thing you know about the Eagles is, for the most part, although they're having a new offensive coordinator, you know what to expect from the Eagles. You know basically their formation, their personnel, how they're going to line up, and so on. Okay? There's enough film on them that you can follow. The thing for the Cowboys is you've got all new coaching staff. You got Brian Schottenheimer, who's now the play caller instead of just the offensive coordinator who wasn't calling plays. There's some mystery out there on what the Cowboys will do. Now, let me start out right now and say, I don't think the Cowboys have a chance. I don't. Because I'm getting like 49er fan out here who's out here claiming, this is the kind of shit that I deal with. 49er fan sending me emails literally saying I'm calling Super Bowl. Let me read it to you. Running that mouth again. It's amazing. I don't even talk about the 49ers. They're so butthurt, they got a comment in the middle of a feud between us, Eagles, and Commanders. One shit trade later, you start running your mouth again. I love when you get this way. Hopes all high, yelling Super Bowl again, only to see you cry on the stream come January. Who are you to talk about a team being ass? You're a piece of shit cows, haven't won a swinging dick in 30 years. You are the reason all other fans hate the Cowboys. Me? I ain't said, listen, I am the guy who says it's going to take time. I think the team will be better in the middle of the season than probably to start it. That's a fact. I look at this and say, hey, this is great. I love the moves. But we're talking about having 3 rookies that are going to need to perform for us to be able to do anything. And we're still waiting for our first-round picks from the last 2 years to really make some impact. So don't get your hopes too high. However, this can be an emotional game. The fear is the Cowboys build up everything and circle the calendar for the Eagles, and they build everything for that week 1 game. They go through and they happen just hypothetically, okay? Eagle fans, don't lose your mind. And they win it. And then there's the letdown. Or it's the tone setter. Either way, we're going to find out a hell of a lot come week 1. And let me remind you all that this is truly Jerry Jones. This is Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones, after we lost to the Eagles, and I remember that because I was there. I had a bad taste in my mouth because they kicked our teeth in. I literally screamed from the rafters, thank you, Jerry Jones, for this shit sandwich that we just ate.
Frustrated as you've been with the team in a situation?
Well, I'm frustrated like everybody else is, but since I had a lot to do with what we're seeing, then it's the proper frustration as far as I'm concerned. That we're just not playing in a way, especially when you play a team that is the caliber of teams that we're playing out here. And Philadelphia's a high caliber team, and we're not up to them, and that's troubling. And we've got to look at all the things that have happened, but I'll just say this right now: 5 turnovers over the last 2 games, and I don't know what we're drinking in the third quarter as we come out, but it's not working.
Jerry, can you
Do you still have hope for this season that things can turn around?
Well, listen, I don't even understand not having hope. Now we've got 8 more ball games. Don't help me with my arithmetic here, since I can't do some other things right. So, bottom line is that we've got 8 ball games. That used to be 80% of a college season. That's a lot of football left. We've got a lot to work on that we can do better than that. But we were within striking distance as we came out for the third quarter, and that's very disappointing that we did all the things we did and end up with a game like that.
if Dak cannot, can you confirm that Dak will have season-ending surgery?
I won't know because we're still evaluating it.
Still evaluating, yeah. So, yeah, Jerry Jones, at least he said right there that he had a lot to do with what they put out on the field. And here's where you're going to need to go ahead and realize we still have an opportunity to put more out on the field. But this was Jerry Jones to the rookies.
This is about right now for you. Every drill, every practice is about right now, because the biggest mistake I've ever seen any players make in your shoes is they thought, well, we'll get it done next month, we'll get it done next year, whatever. This is an urgent son of a gun here. Now then, be smart about where we go from here. Take advantage of the best, I promise you, that I can find anywhere in the world to coach you. That's this staff sitting right here. That's these people sitting right here. Personally, as well as an organization, as a team, we need you to be smart and come in here and dig and go for it and get it out so we can line up against the Giants with you. Can you do that?
Yes, sir.
And you're doing it for all of us when you do it. Congratulations on being a Dallas Cowboy. We're proud of you. Very proud of you. Put your name on that script of being a great Cowboy and a great NFL player. Looking forward to get to knowing you individually. Thank you.
Yeah. So here we sit. Eagles, I know Philly 500 is going to be excited as can be. And unfortunately, or fortunately, I'm very fortunate my daughter's graduating. I'm not going to be able to do much for the next few hours. But I want to revisit this. We're going to keep revisiting it because here's the thing. You know what, Jerry? Jerry, you got the 100 men against the gorilla. That's what you called for. We got the Philadelphia gorilla that we got to face. Here's what you got to do, Jerry. You know what? You have now put the target on the back. You asked for this, Jerry. You wanted this. You got this. You know what? It's time for Jerry to shit or get off the damn toilet. You better carry your ass and go all in right now. You better go out here and get the Dallas Cowboys all the pieces to compete against the Philadelphia Eagles. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Don't stop. We good enough. You know, no, fuck, excuse me. Forget that. Forget that. Don't stop this free agency. Don't stop this all in. You are calling this. Then go out and make it happen. Talk is cheap, Jerry. Talk is cheap. And we know you do a lot of talking that's not worth a damn. Put your money where your mouth is. We have $31.9 million. Get Micah Parsons done now. Get him whole. Get him here happy. Get his ass in training camp fully. I don't want to see him holding out. I don't want to see the cameras and everybody asking every single player, what do you think about Micah Parsons? I don't want to hear all the articles and the talking heads talking about the Cowboys trade packages for Micah Parsons and he's going to be a future Eagle. Stop the freaking distractions. You want this? You want the Eagles? You put in the work. Not the bullshit. Not the bullshit. Put in the work. Get things in line. Do everything, and I mean everything, to frickin' win. Let's effing go.
Bill, you're going to give us a 5-step plan for the Dallas Cowboys to fix them. I'm impressed you can do it in 5 steps. So fit the bill, starting with 1. Bill Barnwell, take it away.
Number 1, we are re-signing Micah Parsons. This one is easy.
It should be.
Defensive players in football, and we're actually going to reduce his cap hit from $24 million on his 5th-year option when we do re-sign Micah Parsons. You're starting there on the defense. Obviously, he's going to get a big contract, but you want to keep your stars around. Dak, CeeDee Lamb, Micah Parsons are your 3 stars on the defensive side of the football. Number 2, we are moving to add some salary cap space here. We're going to restructure Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb. This is going to create, this is not an exaggeration, this is going to create $60 million in cap space for the Cowboys. Those guys are sticking around. They're your core. Whether Cowboys fans like it or not, Dak Prescott's going to be there for years to come. Add the Micah Parsons restructure. We're looking at probably $65 million in cap space. That's a lot of money to work with, and we're going to need it for steps 3, 4, and 5 in this plan. Step 3 for the Cowboys. We are adding help at receiver. All the moves they've made have not worked. Haven't invested much in the draft since CeeDee Lamb was taken in the 1st round. Their moves with the veterans. They moved on from Amari Cooper. They traded, or they got rid of a bunch of, Brandon Cooks traded for. They got Michael Gallup and re-signed him. That didn't work. Adding a Deebo Samuel to the mix gives a big body, physicality the Cowboys have not had in their offense in several years. He's tormented the Cowboys himself. Deebo Samuel would be a great addition as the number 2, not the number 1, but the number 2 next to CeeDee Lamb. Number 4, the offensive line needs to be replenished now, especially after Zach Martin was retired. Running back, I know Cowboys want to add a guy. Maybe they draft someone. Rico Dowdle's been good, 12th in rushing yards, 4.6 yards per carry last year. But there's a big hole in that offensive line, which is 27th in spending and cash next year. I would look at Trey Smith, that star Chiefs guard. A plug-and-play replacement for Zach Martin, a big body, a great run blocker in the interior. Cowboys teams have always been good when they have good offensive lines. And then you flip it. Number 5, this is not the sexiest option, but we're looking at the defensive line and that defensive tackle rotation. We're looking at pieces here who are going to help us in short yardage. Last year, the Cowboys were not just the worst red zone defense in football. They were the 4th worst red zone defense of the last decade. That's what happens when you cannot stop the run in short yardage.
Yep.
These are not going to be big names. You're looking at guys like Poona Ford from the Chargers, guys who are going to be big bodies, occasionally make plays in the passing game, but who are going to hold up against the run, the Morgan Foxes of the world. Build that depth, build that defensive line, and get the Cowboys strong on the line of scrimmage to help get them back to where they were.
There you go.
Oh, that's it? Okay. 5-step plan.
That's it. We just fixed the Cowboys.
All right, well,
5 steps.
That's
We're
all
going to keep revisiting that.
then I think they're well on their way. D. Wood.
Yeah.
So I would love to get into all 5 of those, but Bill Barnwell did a great job of it. Yeah. So maybe add number 6. Like, what do you want to see Jerry Jones do this offseason to get them back into the conversation?
Well, Bill had already referenced it. When the Cowboys were good, they were elite in the trenches. So I would start. How about impending free agent and Trey Smith, the guard from the Kansas City Chiefs?
We got guard taken care of.
When you look at the Kansas City Chiefs offensive line, it was really the interior that was the elite part of that offensive line. So bringing in a guy like Trey Smith to help fortify the Cowboys' interior of their offensive line, I think will go a long way towards rebuilding and reestablishing a line of scrimmage with the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, because when you look at their heyday recently, and by heyday I mean winning the division, making the playoffs, Zach Martin, who just retired, he was out there. They always drafted up front back in the teens of the 2000s and Jeff Darlington. That made them contenders year in and year out for that division. It just hasn't been that way. So in your mind, how close are the Cowboys to going with the five-step plan and being contenders?
Nothing about their last off seasons have suggested that they're willing to be that aggressive. So it's more of a show me situation. Don't tell me about it. I mean, like that was a
show me, Jerry.
presentation, but I felt like I was back in the 8th grade history class where like halfway through it, I was like literally looking down at my phone, scrolling. It was wonderful. It was very interesting, but I just realized, oh my God, the Cowboys have a lot to do.
And they've done almost all of it.
Nokia 5120, that thing was pretty, we're playing Snake on that thing. Listen, Bill, that was amazing. That was wonderful. But my head hurts for the Cowboys. Yeah. Oh my God, they have a lot to do. They have a lot to do.
See Jeff Darlington back when us old guys were in 8th grade?
All right, so, Jerry, you've done a lot. You have done a lot. And we've got our war face on right now. It's on. We got till September 4th to get this shit right. Alrighty, good people, as always, I appreciate each and every one of you all, and I will see you guys soon.
I'm standing here. You make the move. You make the move. It's your move. I'm trying you.